Yeah.
They wanted to be able to tell their story and tell it in such a way that allowed them to be as truthful as possible. Yeah, I was surprised. I was surprised.
Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Oprah knows something. She has seen the inner workings of something that is just not quite right. It's not gelling with her. Where Oprah says that she was surprised at how much Meghan and Harry divulged in the bombshell interview. She goes, I was surprised that they had impressed how forthcoming the two were. How can you be impressed with something, with people coming so forward with something that you just thought, oh my goodness, for real? Like that, why would that make you think it's truthful? Because it was so revealing. She would say that it was such a good interview because they revealed so much and she really asked good questions. Lies can be very revealing too. People can tell lies that make your head explode. Like, what? That don't mean it's the truth. Because we know, had Oprah really done the proper research, she would have much better follow-up questions. And then the lies could have been challenged. But the lies were not challenged. And I'm sure that Oprah knows by now that they were lies because they've been widely reported. And she had no idea that it would have been such a reverberating impact, or would have such a reverberating impact that it has had and continues to have. Over the course of the interview, Harry and Meghan Markle shared several shocking anecdotes regarding the reason they decided to step away as senior members of the British royal family. Lady C pointed out some really good information saying that, this whole thing about the race car could have been encouraged. Like, it could have been like, okay, we're going to play the race car because, you do got a drop of black and we're going to play on that, girl. We're going to take that all the way. Full frontal. Let's go. Let's do it. Okay, this is what we're going to do. Like, I don't put it past them. Because at this point, we're plotting and planning because it just doesn't seem reasonable to say all these things and to the lies to be debunked. Oprah is still vouching for this couple and not wanting to hear the other side of people who are knocking at her door saying, hey, I got my truth too. Like, she don't want to hear from other people. It's just like, dope. I only want to hear from Harry and Meghan. I only want to hear their truth because y'all don't matter. It's their truth. Okay? That's what she's saying, essentially. And people like Oprah and other people who are celebrities, they can see what Meghan is doing. They can see through this charade. They can see it because it's very clear to these people what she's all about. But to the average person who doesn't know this, who is just a typical yin-yang American, who don't know nothing about the royal family, they just know it's that British guy married to that American. Like, they don't know. And they're playing to the majority of the population that just don't know. And they are trying to come over here and be revered as, angels, humanitarians, we're here to help the people, and completely different than the image that they had back in the UK. And then, the race card on top of that, is going to help them play into this whole scenario that they're concocting. It's like in the Oz, the Wizard of Oz, like they behind the curtain, turning and swindling and, talking and trying to do this and do that. Because ultimately, they could have gone into a very quiet, peaceful life, helping people. If it were really about the people, they got the money, they got a platform. What else do you need? Go help the people. No, there's more. There's so much more that they're trying to gain. And not only that, it's not they, it is her. And like I said before, Harry's just the handbag. He's just an accessory. He is the one being prodded around because he's the one with the key and he is going to open the door. And then once she get in the door, she say, okay, honey, I'm done with you. Bye. And then she going to do what she got to do. That's what she doing, right? Most of us can see this. But what kind of person does this? Continues to try to manipulate where we can see you. Like, we can see you, what you're doing. I mean, Oprah knows. I think this is why she's trying to come out and say that she was shocked by it all. And she's already been caught up in the web of deceit. And now her name and reputation is on the line. There have been big revelations into what people are really thinking now that this Oprah interview aired. And it's either you want to go along with it, you want to be a part of that manipulation, you want to continue to carry their truth, because we know that could just easily be called their lies. So what is it? Like, what are you going to do? And I think if people know that someone is not being truthful, or if you see that, wait a minute, you did a show with Oprah, but that was a lie. That was a lie. That was a lie. That was a lie. Like all of these lies. At this point, you need to come out and say something. It is your responsibility at this point to make the picture clear for people who don't really have all the back end information. So Oprah, I think, needs to, rather just coming out and saying that they revealed a lot and that what they revealed was so truthful and opening and very deep. Like, she got to be more specific. Like, give us the details. What exactly do you think was the truth? Because a lot of people are saying it was nothing but lies. So we want to see the details. Oprah needs to do that. Because as you can see from all of the appearances that Meghan is trying to get in front of, she's going to jump at an opportunity to get her name in lights and to be in any event that's going to be with celebrity filled audiences. And she's got to be a part of it. Well, what do you know? Meghan Markle, Prince Harry, President Joe Biden, and Selena Gomez to appear in Vax Live event. Global Citizens televised concert will promote COVID-19 vaccines and feature Vice President Kamala Harris, Jennifer Lopez, Ben Affleck, and more. They got a major booking. Now, what are they going to do? What is their draw of attention? It's that in which the royal family have given them this platform. I can guarantee you Meghan Markle is salivating at this headline. People at this point, I think, need to start questioning her motives. Like, what is she doing? What is her ultimate goal? Because at this point, she's ruined her husband's life. His family is like disowned him. Don't they see that? Don't they see that she's disowned her own family for no real good reason? And now her husband has disowned his own family or has treated them pretty poorly for what? To go on Oprah and to talk about how you've been a victim? Well, I'd say you haven't been a victim. I'd say you got quite a repertoire of nice things there, and you've got some opportunity that a lot of people wouldn't mind being in your shoes. And if you're going to come off and just say you were a victim to this machine of the royal monarchy, then a good person, I think, would just be the victim and not say anything and just go live your quiet life being a good person and doing things to help other people. Because at this point, what does it serve you to talk about it? What does it really give you at this point to continue to create division with this family over in the UK? What is your point? You have no point. All you have is the desire to undermine people because you are still trying to get what it is that you initially wanted to get when you became an actress. When does it end? When does it stop? When do you start becoming a good person and making a difference? Because at this point, it's just silly. It's ridiculous. It is so egregious to just toy with people's emotions and feelings in their relationships. It's just so completely wrong. And to be a part of this, to have a friendship with Meghan, and to really not question the things that she is doing, but to go along with that only makes you complicit in the things that she is doing. There's just so many questions that people have. It's just like, you wrong. Something wrong with you. You gotta stop. Just stop. At this point, it's ridiculous. Like, who you helping right now? Like, who are the people that are benefiting from you being on this platform? Are you really making a difference? Are you perpetrating like you making a difference? Are you just out for the 10-minute photo op? Are you out for the quick snapshot of the perfect paparazzi shot? Are you threatening more chapters coming out of your Finding Freedom book at this point? You know, are you saying that you have been a victim of racism, but you never really wanted to be a black person? You have so many flaws. If people would just take the time to look into, to look at the things that have been happening in with real perspective, they will see that this is the biggest con job of the century. Like, this is the biggest one ever. Like, there needs to be a movie done. Like, there needs to be come out with the Wizard of Oz 2. Like, the real Oz revealed something, and you wouldn't imagine who it is. They from the royal family. Something stupid, I don't know. But, and poor Kate. Kate just the victim. She the real victim. Meghan had already targeted her, her children, her husband, the one family that, despite the things that have been said about them, they have remained silent in the most dignified way. And you know, Meghan questions Oprah by her mother being the one who has been, dignified in her silence. Well, what about Kate and William? They've been dignified in their silence at the hands of someone bullying their children. That you gotta be really humble and dignified if you ain't gonna do a smackdown to somebody who bullying your children. They really trying to hold back, because I can see Kate probably just like, hold me back. Like, she probably trying to bust out and trying to go say something. Because, a mother don't mess with a mother and her children. But, she knows that she's seen the light of who Meghan is. And she knows she's just going to remain dignified. Because one day she's going to be the queen consort. And she's going through all the controversy, all the lies and the manipulation. She's going to remain dignified in her presence. And just say, look, my husband going to take care of it when he come the king. And she just going to sit back and say, look, I ain't going to say nothing till my husband become the king. That's what Kate going to do. Watch out, y'all. Kate may be quiet now, but Kate, she plotting and planning in a very smart way, because people don't know what she thinking. But she thinking something, because she ain't going to stand by and let this woman do all these things to her husband and her children. I know she ain't going to do it. She ain't. She gonna do something in a way that you probably wouldn't even expect, because that's how she carries herself. She carries herself in a way that is very dignified and humbled. And you have to respect somebody like that. I can't respect someone like Meghan, because she's throwing it up in your face every second about what people have done to her, and allegations of what she's done to other people start to surface. And then you got your own question marks on top of your head about like things that she's doing, because you just know it don't seem right. She's the one you got to watch out for. But yeah, Kate and William, they doing the right thing. Or Catherine, I know she likes to be called Catherine. They are the ones that people should be looking to as being upstanding in character, upstanding in the way that they are doing their work, going out there, meeting with the people, really making a difference. They are the ones that are making the impact that other people should start to take notice of, and stop looking at this girl over here who is throwing up dust everywhere, trying to get attention. It just don't make sense. At some point, somebody better do a smackdown. Charles, Queen Elizabeth, somebody, Prince William, we counting on you. Do something. Get this girl under control. Is she off the chain?